Hi Libra, this is Meg with Padmes. I'm doing your mid-month love reading for August 2020. What's going on? Your love entanglements for August 2020, Libra. Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. I'm doing a different angle this time, trying it out so you can see the cards instead of me. Libra, 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 what is going on in your energy and present time in your love sphere? Ooh, well, let's see. Okay, Libra, let's see what we have going on here. Well, the first thing that I'm noticing is the very first card that I put down. We have the Devil card. This is also Capricorn. This is also work related. However, I feel like this has to do with some kind of codependency, some kind of feelings of, ooh, what I'm hearing is self-betrayal, feelings of self-betrayal, some kind of feelings of I'm stuck in a situation, or I can't get out of a situation, or I'm afraid to leave a situation because of things that I'm telling myself about myself that aren't true, that aren't really true. So let's come back to that and see what's going on. I will say this, your advice is talking about not making any swift and fast decisions. It's talking about not necessarily taking what's being offered to you. And that's your advice. Whatever's being offered to you, not taking what's being offered to you. This can also mean not putting up with certain types of behaviors, or no longer dealing with rules that you don't really want to follow. Okay. And Libra, what I'm also seeing here is this is in the position of what to release. And this can be releasing things that look good on the outside, but are not really awesome. Releasing things that aren't really awesome. They look good, or they look good on the outside, or they look good on paper, or they look good to other people, but something is not really going in the direction that you need it to go. It's releasing what other people think or what other people are perceiving, and going with your own intuition, going with what's actually best for you. And this might even look really good to somebody else, but it's not your cup of tea. And so it's releasing that thing that other people would tell you not to release, maybe, but it's not yours. It's not your deal. It's not aligning with you. Okay. There's also resistance to not having the inner strength to deal with all of this. There's resistance to not having the inner strength. So what that means is you do have it. You're resisting not having it. The thing is, if you're telling yourself, or you're telling yourself that you don't have the strength to move forward and choose something different, that is a false belief. You do have the strength. And as a matter of fact, your trajectory is talking about how you are already an expert at this. You're an expert at you. You're an expert at everything that it is that you need to do. So let's look at your past, present, and future. Libra, this is past. A decision has been made. A decision has been made, and in your present time, there's even this offer. You have a love offer. You have an offer of love. I feel like this I feel like this is friendly. So this can be new love. This can be new romance. But I also feel like this can be new friendship. Focusing on new friendship, focusing on an offer of truth, an offer of love. It's an authentic offer, that you can focus on and be safe focusing on it. It might be a new friendship too. And happening now and into the near future, it looks like there is something going on where it brings you back into the past, brings you back into, I want to say old crisis situations, but it brings you back to old stories or old memories, old times when you learned lessons and you don't need to revisit those lessons, or maybe you do actually need to revisit them. Let's just look at them. Interesting. So it has to do with people from your past coming in. These are definitely past lessons learned with people from the past. They could even be like in your soul pod, or it can be a karmic type relationship patterns that are from your past, revisiting those coming back up, those coming back to you. So the big picture is talking about lots of different opportunities to look through these and move forward. This is even talking about looking back at those past things with love and grace, looking back at those past lessons, recognizing how you learned from those past lessons so that you don't have to jump back into the karmic cycle. And this is even looking back at those past people with neutrality and with reverence, looking back with nostalgia. So being able to shift gears and shift your frequency so that you're doing that and not spiraling down. It looks like this new friendship or this new love is helping you move forward and recognize how you are an expert at what you're doing, how you're an expert at you. And the heart of the situation is talking about someone who is legal-minded and is wanting compensation. Legal-minded or very strategic in compensation. This can be finances, but it also can be any kind of resource. Time, energy, effort, love, information, abundance of any kind. The heart of the situation is talking about being strategic, about being compensated. What this also is talking about is the energy that you put forward, the energy that you are giving out. You are needing to receive that energy back. Doesn't have to be even Steven, doesn't have to be the same type of energy, but it needs to be compensated. You need to have a relationship that offers you what you have offered it. And your higher self is talking about some kind of stagnation, some kind of thing being put on hold or put on pause. And your angels and guides are talking about cutting away things that no longer serve you. Let's look at that a little bit. Yeah, cutting away things that no longer serve you and looking for a new way to invest. Looking for a new way to invest. Invest your time, energy, and effort. I'm also hearing invest your loyalty. And again, with the legalities of things, here's justice, and your higher self is talking about somehow this stagnation is not exactly what you need. The stagnation isn't what you need. But moving forward, your angels and guides are talking about moving forward, putting your energy and time and effort into this new investment. What do you want to invest in? Investing in the truth, investing in self-knowledge, but also investing in the truth of the matter, truth of things. Investing in you. Yep, investing in you. This is not a collaboration. This is not a bunch of people investing in you. This is you investing in you. You and your time and your energy and your efforts. And it's about you making decisions for yourself. It's nice to get other people's opinions. It's nice to get all of the ideas, but ultimately you have to make a decision for yourself. And something that is amazing and wonderful to somebody else is not necessarily your path. It's not necessarily what's going to be amazing and wonderful for you. So ultimately you have to make your own decision. And I'm also hearing crisis planning. You could very well find yourself in a crisis if you take someone else's path. But if you take your own path, Yeah, that's what leads to celebration. That's what leads to happiness. That's also what leads to your tribe and your community, your like-minded people. Okay, Libra, I want to look at the Lenormand and just get more of an idea about what's coming for now and the near future. And in the trajectory. So in the trajectory, it does look like you are bringing something full circle. You're bringing something to a close. And it feels like this something, just like what we were talking about earlier, this something has to do with a codependency or some kind of, it's this imbalance. It's this thing that's making you sick. It's this thing that makes you not feel good. And you're bringing that to a close. The ending of an illness kind of thing. And then what's happening now and into the near future, specifically talking about someone who you can't trust. Someone that you can't trust, or a situation that feels poisoned situation. And this does look like the past situation. It's something that you've learned about already. I want to get Magpie Oracle about that. A situation that seems tainted or seems like you thought it was one way, but it's something else. And wow. So you have these tiny little scissors. They are so cool. And this is about, you got the Ace of Swords over here. Your angels and guides are talking about your Ace of Swords, cutting things away that don't serve you. This is actually about cutting cords, these little scissors. So cutting cords with something that is toxic. Yeah, toxicity. Cutting cords with something that is toxic. What is that thing? And again, I'm being drawn to the big picture, Libra. The big picture is talking about having so many different opportunities in the wake of this change. You know, the Seven of Cups is also talking about magical thinking, and it's talking about illusions. But the thing is, I feel like more so, this is about opportunities for you. What needs to be cut away? What is the deal? Stagnation is not the answer. Some action needs to be taken. There's something that is not your highest and your greatest truth, something that is just absolutely not your purpose. Yeah. This thing that is not your purpose needs to go one direction and you need to go the other direction. Your higher self is saying, unplug from this thing. Cut the cords to this thing that is not your true soul purpose. And this is about healing disappointment. Healing disappointment. Is there anything else that needs to be released? Yeah, again, this is coming in so strongly. This is about worrying about what other people think. Worrying about what other people are thinking about this situation. Doing what other people think that you should be doing. It's super important that you do what you think you should be doing. Even after getting all of the advice or all of everybody else's thoughts on the subject, this is really strongly suggesting that you need to do what you think is right, what you think is your most benevolent outcome. I'm going to look at your romance oracle and see what your guides want to say about your romantic endeavors here, Libra. And it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive all the highest energy of all. To receive the highest energy of all. And this is source energy. It is safe for you to love. It's safe for you to open your heart. That doesn't mean to stay in a situation that is toxic to you. It means opening your heart to love you, opening your heart to source. Aligning with source is what is going to bring you your highest and greatest Good. One more. Oh, two of them came out. Reconciliation. There's definitely past energy here. Someone from your past is returning into your life. Ooh, and honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Moving on in new directions to new things. Actually, I want to look at a magpie oracle for that. It's like as soon as you release some toxic energy, you're going to be in a place, wow, the puzzle piece. This is even about finding that perfect puzzle piece. The perfect puzzle piece, reconciliation of a past love, honeymoon. It's safe for you to love. This toxic situation isn't going to keep love away from you. It's just going to change how you look at it. And it's important to see things from your perspective and not somebody else's perspective. It reminds me of that whole saying, your opinion of me is none of my business. I love it. Libra, let me know how this resonated for you, and I hope your month goes extra super swimmingly, and I will talk to you soon.